So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 66 of Macka's 1965 Chevrolet Impala Convertible project. As you're aware, these videos are being released as a funding initiative for MND Victoria, and we reach out to you guys to make a financial contribution, no matter how small or how large. Every little bit helps, and it all pushes the tally up and into MND Victoria. So and if you can make that through Macka's mission, that'd be fantastic. Otherwise our tally's not going to go up. And MND Victoria will use the funds for the work they do in the Victorian community, helping people that are being diagnosed with motor neurone disease, or people that have already been living with the disease. So it's a terrible thing. And MND Victoria can only do the great work that they do with your financial assistance. So that's why we're reaching out to you all to help us out a little bit here. I'll put up a poster at the end which will have a QR code on it, and or there's a link in the description below so that you can all go to the funding page and be able to provide your financial assistance. So that's it. I'll throw you into the videos. You can see what we've got up to on the 1965 Chev as we progress towards a completed car. Here we go.
Our chariot awaits.
It does.
Woohoo! The day is here. I can't believe it.
I know. Ready to rock and roll, Lynn. Ready to
Absolutely.
rock and roll.
Here we are, travelling down Warrigal Road. It's happening. Look at that magnificent car in front.
So that's Lynn, Macka coming in on with us with the Chev. We are going in to see the Chev. Macka's going to see his car. There is Macka, waiting to go in. That's Dave. Oh, I love that one.
Samantha's car to get out of the way. and then you guys are all going in and then parking over there. Todd will give you directions. I think he's backing everybody in, but it's a bit tight because we've had quite a few cars just random. You must be Sandra. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you too. We do indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you back to part 72 of Macka's Chevrolet Convertible project. Most of you have been looking at the videos, the progress videos as we're going to go, so you'll probably see yourselves on it. We're gathered here today to present the 1965 Chevrolet back to its owners, Commissioners Lynn and Macka, who have been in information isolation since
November
29.
Has anyone said anything to you about how things are going?
No, only you. Only you. You were the only one. You said it's looking fantastic.
Yeah, it does. That's what Lynn said.
Yeah.
She said, oh, it'll look terrific. So before I do that, I'd like to offer an apology to a few people that have been following along on the progress videos but were not able to be with us today. Sue and Brian Cook, Charlie DeFazio, Pascal Dupont from Alstom, Andrew Renshaw from V-Line, Mick Hinch, Jeanette and David Allen, Daniel Woodrow from MND Victoria, Kate Johnson from MND Victoria, and Phil Dunn. So this project largely started at the commencement of it was when Macka revealed his diagnosis of motor neurone disease to us in the supervisor's office at West Melbourne Depot, and to say we were devastated was an understatement. We all became involved when Vince Canolo offered to undertake the restoration of this 1965 Chevrolet Convertible, which we've got under the cover there, and we'll hear from Vince a little bit later on. Early on in the project, it became clear that Lynn and Macka wished to use the project as a vehicle to raise funding and brand awareness for MND Victoria, and MND Victoria largely assists Victorians suffering with motor neurone disease to lead a dignified life. To this end, we reached out to Neil's two employers, Alstom and V-Line, and they have very substantially contributed to this cause, and our sincerest thanks is extended to both of those organisations and their representatives that are here today to help us achieve our goals. MND Victoria created a funding page, and the funding page was called Macka's Mission, and to date we've raised $16,045, and that's a truly titanic effort for a small group of people, so congratulations to you all. So most of you here today have been following along with the progress videos, watching as, well, maybe a few missed out.
Yeah.
As it reached the final stages of restoration, ready to be presented back to Lynn and Macka. These videos will be reformatted and posted on YouTube as a weekly edition to raise awareness and use it as a funding page, asking for people publicly to make a donation through Macka's Mission funding page. The goal of that page has now been reset from $10,000 to $100,000. Recognising that this restoration was outside our organisation's core business, because we look after historic vehicles and rail vehicles, we'd like to extend our sincerest thanks to VicTrack and to Steam Rail Victoria for their acceptance of the conditions and the tolerance while the restoration continued. We also acknowledge 707 Operations, another rail heritage organisation who called this site home. So now I'm going to stop talking and hand you over to Fran Hurst, who will speak on behalf of MND Victoria. Where's Fran? You'd like to stand just there? Just then you're right in focus for my camera.
Thank you, Colin.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fran Hurst. As you are aware, I'm honoured to be representing MND Victoria on such an exciting day for Macka and Lynn. My role at MND Victoria is that of MND Advisor and Support Coordinator, and I've provided support for Macka and Lynn for just over a year now. At MND Victoria, it is our mission to provide and promote the best possible care and support for people living with MND. That includes those who are diagnosed and those who are their supporters. To achieve this mission, the team at MND Victoria provide information, advice, practical assistance and individual support. We are proud to be able to supply our clients with mainstream assistive equipment from our equipment service, and MND Victoria now has a dedicated counselling service for our clients to ensure that they are supported whilst navigating their diagnosis. Both supports are provided to our clients free of charge and add weight to our other established supports within the organisation. Currently, MND Victoria is supporting 576 diagnosed people and their families, ranging from just across the border in New South Wales, throughout Victoria and Tasmania. Motor Neurone Disease is a degenerative, life-limiting condition with unfortunately no cure. MND or ALS reacts differently in every person, and an average length of disease is between 18 months and 3 years. Quality of life is aimed for by introducing treatments and supports which are specific for each person. On meeting Macka and Lynn, it was evident that Macka and Lynn were busy people. From Macka's long working career with the railways to his strong involvement with country football, Macka and Lynn proved their friendship and support network spread far and wide. I can recall the underlying disappointment Macka and Lynn displayed, and it was underlying, when talking about the possibility of not being able to complete the restoration of the Chevrolet Impala Convertible. I remember attempting to buoy the conversation by stating something like, "No, you never know, the car may be restored." There it is. I should have realised the good people, being Macka and Lynn, will always be surrounded by good people. And so the Chevrolet was restored. What a wonderful experience this is, and I look forward to assisting with the coordination, if required, of many places for Macka and Lynn to stay whilst on their many road trips in the Impala. To finish, we at MND Victoria look forward to continuing to foster amazing relationships with you all, from Alstom, B-Line, B-Track, Steam Rail Victoria and 707 operations, and together continuing to aim at providing the best care until the world is free of MND. Thank you.
Marvellous, thanks Fran. I'll now call upon Mick Buttigieg to speak on behalf of V-Line. Here you go, Mick.
Thank you. Wow, what a turnout. For those that don't know me, my name is Mick Buttigieg and I'm the V-Line representative here today, and I'm honoured to be part of Neil's service recognition, this presentation and this fight against MND. My notes are all over the place, just bear with me. Look, I believe Macka started in 1973 as a fitter and turner before progressing to a diesel maintainer and then to the ranks of foreman supervisor. I started in 1984, so I've only ever known Macka as a foreman supervisor. So I've always found Neil to be a fair bloke, and most importantly, he always had the ability to get the job done and produce good results whenever we sent vehicles, locos, across to South Island for servicing. So V-Line's part in Macka's mission, we've joined the cause, trying to increase the messaging about it, the awareness, and also if we can also assist with donations and funds to MND Victoria. V-Line have shared what we call Macka's missions, is artwork and a QR code for donations on digital screens across 24 stations on our network. On the southwest, we've got them at Geelong, Lara, North Geelong, South Geelong, Tarnee, Warm Pines, Wintervale. On the west, Ballarat, Caroline Springs, Melton, Bacchus Marsh. The north, Bendigo, Echuca, Gisborne, Kangaroo Flat, Kyneton, Woodend, Riddles Creek. Northeast, Seymour, Chev. The east, Bairnsdale, Terralgan and Warrigal. And most importantly, Southern Cross. Macka's mission will also be featured on the V News, which will reach all the V-Line employees. This will include the talk about the fundraising efforts and to raise the profile for the fight against MND. V-Line are working with MND to achieve this. Lastly, I'm really taken back by all the support from everyone here today. There are people here from all grades in rail, which is very touching. You normally, at a driver's function, you get drivers. At a maintenance person's function, you just get maintenance people. But here, there is everyone across all rail grades. So it's a tribute to you, mate.
Yes.
It really is. It really is. So from internally and externally from your organisation, you've shown a lot of respect here today and admiration towards you. And we'd just like to wish you all the best for the future. And we're here to support you for your fight, mate. All the best.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Mick. I'll now call on Lindsay Menzies and Steve Harvey to come forward to speak. Which one of you is going to speak?
You can work. Yeah.
Good work.
You do it. Step up to the line. Yeah.
That's right. Looking to the camera, just for sure. Yeah.
Morning, everyone. I think I feel incredibly fortunate just to be speaking, to be honest with you. Since I joined Alstom just June last year, Vince, Colin, all they've been doing is banging on about Macka, his car, and the restoration. And what an incredible job they've done, not that you know.
No.
But what it does show is this industry and how much of a family it is. Because you must be incredibly special to them. What they've done, the stories they tell, it's touching. But yeah, wish you all the best. And can't wait for the presentation.
Yes. I mean, yeah.
Look, probably the same. I've been lucky enough to know Macka since '93 when he was running Dynon and we were doing sprinters, but I think it's quite fitting that we're out here at the railways where, you know, I don't know, 500 or 600 metres directly in front of us. We all started, or a lot of us started, in that fitting and turning training centre. I think there's a number of people here from the 70s and 80s, which is just terrific to see that we are back there and we've got a new generation of people that look after rail. But I'd like to say that I've sort of been fortunate enough to know Macka, and I think to a lot of people here he was called Bear in the early days. So it's good to see that he's, what do you say, he's so well thought of, and I think all the interactions that everyone would have, he's a gentleman, albeit quite big, but I think the amount of people that are here just goes to show the impact he's had on people's lives, and the work that the team have done out of West Melbourne is just, look, sensational. I've got to say, I'm going to miss the videos. Even Colin, who you wouldn't play poker with for quids, right, has been so good on those videos. I mean, I think someone's probably going to have to put a frame around his block of wood, right, that he puts up each week and says, no, it's this way. No, that's not that way. I think that's for you, Mick. Yeah, but look, I'd just like to say thanks. Can't thank people enough for what they've been able to do. The turnout here today is just sensational, and the people that just go back so far, over 50 years of people here, and Macka being a good country boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, East Gippsland, that's the place to be. But anyway, look, I'd just like to say thanks and just wish Macka and Lynn all the best. And I know that everyone's here to support that, and no different to Steve. Can't wait to actually see the last bit of this. You know, after I think the last shot I saw, Andy was sitting under a bonnet with a head thing on, whinging about a bonnet. But no, a motor. But terrific, and well done, Colt. Really appreciate what you and Vince and the team have been able to do. It's sensational. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Lindsay. Thanks, Steve. So now we're ad-libbing a little bit because we've reached a point in these proceedings where I need to present a trophy for best on ground. It recognises that this restoration was a team effort. So I'd like to call Ross Pink forward. Where are you, Ross? No, he's not getting the trophy. Just hang on to your Reese.
Cold bag.
No, don't drop it. No, don't get it out. No, don't get it out. Just hold on to it so that it can be pulled out. All right, now I'll call Vince Canolo forward to receive this trophy. We're presenting this to Vince because he was the project lead and largely coordinated everyone and kept everything moving forward, but he had a good team behind him. So this trophy was made by Ross. Now don't open the doors, you'll break it. This trophy, just turn around so the camera can see it. Can you please? Thanks. That's it. Just wait now, we'll start again. So Vince kept everything moving forward, and this trophy was actually made by Ross Pink. He came and asked, could I have a piece of wood? And I gave him a piece of wood, and then this is what he's turned it into. So now, while Vince is here, I'll ask him to respond and speak on the restoration of the Chev as project leader. It's all yours.
Thanks, Paul. Well, this is amazing to see all you. Well done, everyone, for coming and bringing the cars out. This is like overwhelming. Because of a great man, a good friend, colleague, boss, shoulder to cry on. So when Macka came into the office almost 12 months ago, told us that he was diagnosed with MND and given a what did you call it? A little bit of a timeline. You said I've got a little bit of a timeline, but we're going to pay no attention to that.
Yeah, no,
we're looking for a slow burn.
That's it. Yeah.
And Macka and I were talking for years. We've worked together for a long time. And being car guys, I knew about the Chev, and he'd shown me photos before. And I used to say to him, "I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you." No, I'm going to do it in my retirement. Well, the moment came when we realised he was not going to do it in his retirement, and he came up to me and grabbed me and he said, "Do you reckon you can help me get this Chev going so we can drive it one more time?" And it pulled my heartstrings straight away, and I couldn't say no to that at all. So, and then he left the room and we choked up a little bit, and Colin goes, "How are you going to do that?" And I said, "How are we going to do that?"
We had 21 cars at that.
That's when he learned. So we knew we had this, because being a Derm Pavarian, we got this little bit of, I asked for a little bit of space here and permission from all the stakeholders here. And I knew we had a hoist, although it was not operative.
Yeah, no, it was unserviceable. We ended up getting another one. We contacted Tough Lift, and Tough Lift gave it to us at cost price, so it wasn't what you'd normally pay. And so we took the offer and purchased the hoist, and it's sitting in there now. I don't know what we're going to do with it after the Chev's gone, but it'll...
I can bring another one if you like.
No, we're good. One is quite enough.
So not only did he learn that he's now involved in the Chevy, he's buying a $5,000 hoist.
No, it wasn't $5,000.
Why do you have to let the truth get in the
I'm sorry.
way of a good story?
No, it was much more than $5,000.
Anyway, so Brownie and I travelled to Moorabbin. We met the car, we had a look at it, we pulled it apart. We took as much as we could carry. I think we took, the first time we went out there, we took the bonnet and the boot lid and all the interior and the roof mechanism, and we gave it to different people. So this car literally was all over Melbourne. The guys at work really responded well. As soon as Colin said to me I got the space and permission from all the stakeholders here, the phone calls went out and the phone calls came back, and it was overwhelming, all the people that got involved and to help out, even if they couldn't make it here, just with a phone call with advice, or a link to get something. Or so that's when Frank and Mick and all the boys got involved, and Andrew and Steve Vitale and lots of the guys. Sarah got involved. We all got involved. Well,
yes, you did.
Well, you just get involved anyway. You just do that. Yeah. So it started off, and we got the car stripped. We went there twice, got bits all over the place. We started the resto on components, and then we trucked the car here to Newport, and we commenced a big build. So and it's taken us 11 months, and we're actually here till 1 a.m. this morning. It didn't have a dashboard in it at 12:30 this morning. So I'll commend Andy Timbanis on the big work he did overnight, all week actually. the guys did a 20-hour shift yesterday. Frank and Mick and Andy and Brownie and DG and Ross, stalwarts of this project. They've done really well. Alan Hender was here last night. He ate fish and chips with us.
I know.
About 60 you paid for.
I know.
How much was it, Mick? Don't tell me. I want to talk about a little bit of history on the car. So the car was purchased in.
I bought it off Andrew, who is here today.
Andrew's here. Yeah.
Andrew?
Somewhere?
There he is.
Andrew?
So it's partially your fault, anyway.
Yeah, so Andrew bought the car in about 77, I think. We were share housing in Elstonwick. So we'd been doing apprenticeships and that sort of stuff. Andrew, after he finished his schooling and apprenticeship, him and Tomo, I think, and Norm, Norm, yeah, they all headed off to the west for catch the bucks and the big dollars and so forth. But yeah, and Andrew ended up in Darwin for quite some time, and then rang up one day and said, "Do you want this thing?" So I thought, oh well, I'll come and get it, just because it's a bit different.
So the car made its way to the Northern Territory via Western Australia, and it lived there for a few years.
And it'd been across to Sydney a couple of times, and back to Darwin, and whatever the time when Andrew had it. Done a fair bit of damage to it. There was holes underneath where he'd run over an axe, or somebody swinging an axe. I don't know which it was.
I welded that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was borrowed by some locals up there.
Well, yeah.
Careful.
Yeah.
Careful.
Locals, I said.
Yeah. Andrew had bought a work car and that sort of stuff, and he'd parked the convertible out on a lean-to somewhere just out of Darwin, but yeah, the locals sort of got in there, and they must have needed a radiator and a bit of canvas and stuff like that. That was missing off the car. Yeah, so then yeah.
So then you made a decision, or you cut a deal, and you
you
went all the way up to the Northern Territory.
I went up there, yeah.
With the intent to get it going and then drive it back from the Northern Territory
from
to
Darwin.
Moorabbin.
Yeah. So the story, well, it's not a story, it's probably a fact.
It's a fact, we know.
Yeah, we had, no, I don't want to hold it.
Okay.
We had, we bought 22 slabs. There was 4 of us.
Hang on.
How's that?
That's better.
Right. You got to turn
I'm good at that.
It works better.
Yeah. Yeah, we bought, there was 4 of us came back from Darwin. 3 boys flew up about maybe a week or so before we headed back. So we all, had a good time in Darwin, and then 22, well, there was 21 in the boot slabs. And,
Say what it is,
and one inside in the esky for a few drinks on the way back. And then we pretty much stopped at every watering hole you could stop at.
So you set sail for Melbourne.
Yeah.
20 slabs in the boot.
Yeah, 21.
21 slabs in the boot, 1 across the back seat, 4 of yous in the car.
Yeah.
And you said to me you stopped at Ayers Rock along the way, and I don't even want to know who was driving. 21 slabs in the boot. But they made it all the way to the Adelaide Hills.
Yeah.
Where the car then was suffering from engine failure, and it was starting to smoke.
Well, yeah, it was using a lot of oil on the way down, so every petrol stop we put oil in and bought
check
more
the fuel.
oil.
And check the fuel.
And check the fuel, yeah. So, Adelaide Hills was a bit of a challenge for the old wheel. I thought we were setting the whole joint alight by the amount of smoke that was behind us. But once we got up the top, we were all right, and then we're sort of running out of beer by the time we got the Ballarat.
You encountered some storms, and locals borrowed the roof. So what did you do to counteract the storms?
Oh, we had a blue tarp that we cable tied to the frame, and if we needed it. And we did have a couple of big storms on the way out to Ayers Rock, or Uluru as it's called now. So those tumbleweeds you know, decide. I was driving. I was drunk. The rest of them were asleep.
So then you ran out of beer and you had to buy more beer.
Yeah, we got to Ballarat and we were getting a bit dry because we'd drunk all our beer. So one of the guys in the car, Jono or Rob Johns, owned the pub at Hepburn Springs, the old Hepburn Hotel. So yeah, we shot out, done a shootout to
Six more slabs.
Yeah,
Six more slabs to get to Moorabbin from Ballarat.
Well, we had some there for when we got home, just for celebratory drink. But yeah, so we done all right. Yeah.
And then you parked the car on the front lawn.
Yep.
Under a tree.
Yeah.
And it sat there for 2 or 3 years, maybe more.
Till I built the garage.
Till he built the garage, and then it was in the garage from about 1987.
Yeah, something
until,
like that. Yeah.
Until Brownie and I came up there last, was it May?
Yeah, May. I think.
After you asked us to do it, and like I said, we pulled it apart, and it's here today, 11 months. This morning at 12:30 this morning, this car had no dashboard in it.
Yeah. No.
So it's been a big job, and from a large group of people, and this is really great to see all of this. I'll say it again. I just want to thank a couple of people, the team that actually put it together or helped put it together. I'll talk in the microphone. So number one, Frank Pavetza. Frank, you've done so much. Frank, come here, Frank. Come here. Come here. This guy is unbelievable. Every bit of chrome on this car he's polished. And the interior he put in. Frank, you want to say a couple of words?
Oh, no, it's all right.
So, Mick Ambrosi, number two. All the parts that were purchased from overseas and anything we had to get for it. He was taking Lynn's money, Macka's money.
Yeah,
$10,000 pops. Yeah, he was getting $10,000 increments.
We need $100,000 more to finish.
I'll just go on with more names. Griffin Berg's there, Brian Brooks is there, Robert Brown, Frank Calipari, Ange Cardamone, Vince Carreri, scroll back, Zach Canolo, my boy, he should be arriving in a minute, but he's not here yet. But there you go, here's the work, poor kid. Brian Cook, Carl Costanza, Max de Corsican, Anthony Darwin too, a shout out for him because he lives and breathes these cars, so it was really good to touch base with him and get referrals and links to parts and people in America. So that was really good for us. Charlie DeFazio, Todd Douglas. Todd's been super for Macka, hasn't he? Todd's been like your shadow.
My third leg.
Like his third leg. Get on your Todd. You're a gent, Todd. And hold on. What am I up to? Sarah Ferguson, we got here. Peter Fagioli. David Glastonbury. Mate, come here too. He's been a star too. Brownie, come here.
You're going to get called out, just get over it.
Yeah, that's it.
Everyone else has gone up here.
Yeah, right on.
Tony Fable helped me paint the car. We actually brought a blow-off booth here. We set it up just where those cars are parked. And that was a big day. Tony Fable, where are you? Good on you, Tony. Help me. It's a Mustang good. That was a big effort on that day. I remember that day. That was like, I went home absolutely cool that day. So we got it done though. Who else have I got here? Samantha Holden, well done. She's helped us heaps too. That's Samantha's Chev sitting there, the coupe. Beautiful car. And I've got Paul Morelli, Eileen Kelly, Dave McHale. Dave McHale, where are you, mate? Dave, hand up. Dave, the first parts that went out went to Dave's place in Diggers Rest. Dave's got the doors, the bonnet, the boot lid, and did all the rust repairs and got it straightened up. And then from there went to another pair of hands and it was finished off, and you'll see him on the car in a minute. So thanks, Dave. Dave's another stalwart, and he's a gem. I love him, mate. Peter Houlihan built the drive in the car. We tested it last night at Dust Spindle Wheels with both of them. Who else have I got? I got Ross Pink here. Andrew Secchi, Gabriel Secchi too came and helped out. Evan Sambanas.
Come on, Andy.
Andy. We were on to Andy because we were like, the electrics aren't done, and we can't put this on until you put that wire in. So we were we were on to him for a little while, and Colin was. Let's move on.
I was spinning a bearing.
Yeah, Colin was spinning a bearing because the electrics weren't done, and we were like at the 12th hour. But anyway, Simo Williams, I got here as well. Damien Willsnatch, he put the doors together the first time, and he's another great mechanic that we have at West Melbourne. We've got a lot of good people at West Melbourne, we're lucky. This is a good family and a good effort by everyone, and this will showcase the skills we've got in-house. And the last one I've got here is Martin Young. So to all you guys, I thank you very much, and there will be, can I tell them? Apply?
No.
You got a plug? No?
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
You can tell them.
Oh, yeah.
So am I going to, I just want the guy, we're going to unveil it now.
No, we're not. No,
No,
No, we're not unveiling it yet.
Well, you're going to give me a run sheet.
Yeah, just hang on. Just hang on. What? Oh, you want your trophy back. So now, well, thanks for that, Vince. That
Thanks, mate.
was a bit longer than 3 minutes, but that's okay. So I'll pass you on now to Lynn and Neil, or Macka, as everyone knows him, and they can respond to this. Well, we're going to actually do that after the car was presented, but once the car is presented, no one's going to want to listen to anything. So I want to give Macka and Lynn the opportunity to respond.
Can I say one thing I forgot?
No.
No, I have to.
Oh,
I have to. I won't need.
Somebody thank
I want to say a big thank you to my wife.
you.
A big thank you to my wife, because without her understanding and support, the amount of effort and hours we put into the car, and Frank's wife and Mick's wife and Andy's wife and Robbo's, Brownie's wife, all the wives and all, you know, thank you very much and well done, because it is hard when you're a petrolhead widow. It is hard.
Thanks for those kind words.
Is not going to get a mention or other?
That's later. Mick Ambrosi will do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's after you've responded from Vince. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or would you like to do it the other way around?
No, I thought you were
Have
going to do that.
you've got a speech prepared?
A little one, but you've covered most of it
Oh, all right then.
already, which is a good thing. No, somebody needs to hold it.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
all right.
hold
Well, Lynn can do that.
it. So I'll just get my leg up. Now, comfy. Well, so many familiar faces as I look around here, and
Stop moving.
oh, sorry. Yeah,
Secchi.
lots of good people that I love pretty dearly. Anyway, so there are a few people I'd like to thank taking the time with us here today. So from Alston, Lindsay and Steve. Who else? Andrew Renshaw couldn't make it, so Mick Buttigieg and whoever the other. Don't chase me.
Over there.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
That's all right, mate. No worries. Thank you. Unfortunate. I know we're back down here. Yeah. So from MND Victoria, my wonderful, I call her counsellor because she rings me up and makes sure I'm going okay and all that sort of stuff. Fran Hurst and Michaela was going to be here, but I don't. Is she?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, lurking in the shadows. Right. Thank you. And yeah, as Colin said, Daniel Woodrow, who some of you guys will know, couldn't be here as his wife is expecting the birth of their baby today. Again, thanks to Vic Track for allowing us to be here in this wonderfully diverse and historic precinct. Thanks to Steam Rail 707 Operations for allowing DermPav to take on a very unique task that is certainly different to the usual goings on around here. Now to the extraordinary people that are part of this organisation right here, DermPav. I'm truly grateful for your support in making the space and equipment and personnel available during this amazing event. So to Colin, Max, Peter and Co and their band of merry friends, this day would never have happened without your generosity. So 12 months ago I was advised I had MND, Motor Neurone Disease. Understandably, we're in shock, although I wasn't surprised that this was where my health had been heading. Never been one to take pity on myself, I got around to management, supervisors, workmates to advise them of my diagnosis and what it meant. Challenging for me, but I believe more challenging for them to hear and take in what I was telling them. I was always close with my colleagues, but I believe we are now closer than ever. So I guess my 3 minutes are up. Thank you, Tom. Oh, is there more?
Oh, you can exceed it,
okay.
Macka, if you want to.
Okay.
It's only a guideline, the 3 minutes. It's like.
Yeah. After my diagnosis, I was sitting in West Melbourne. Colin asked me what was it going to do with the Chev. I was probably not much now with that. And with that, Vince and I Vince basically said leave it to me. So that was on Thursday. He called me at home on Saturday and said it's on. I have 40 volunteers, conscripts, who want to get this project happening. I still shake my head in disbelief.
Sorry, just turn the page.
Yeah. Come on, give me the mic. Yes, I can't believe that these people, some who I hadn't even met, would want to do this for me. So with Vince being the self-imposed project manager, was on. The next day, Vince and his able assistant Brownie were parked in my driveway, tools in hand and trailer in tow. It was on. Boot, bonnet, seats, convertible frame, all bits and pieces removed and tucked away in the ute and trailer, with the parts being distributed to those who were going to do their thing. I think one of my number plates went missing that day.
Frank's got it.
Apparently that's the price you pay.
I'll give it back to you. Don't worry, they're all missing.
Yeah.
We gave you replacements.
So it wasn't on before Kento. I forget the guy's name. Nabil from Kento pulled up in the driveway and the car was on its way to Germtown. Up on the hoist, body off, front and rear ends removed, cleaned up, new engine fitted. Every component either rebuilt or renewed, and back together she went. Vince's band of cohorts were into it. I'm not going to name you all because there are so many of you. Well, yeah, most of them have been here right now, but there is a lot more. I'm sure I won't name you, so I'm sure I'll miss someone. However, I'll definitely get around to you all and thank you personally. We have been following the rebuild right up to this point where I started the engine and the rear quarters were being meticulously straightened, and I feel, but I think that went on for another couple of weeks after that. So, as you are aware, from then to now is a mystery to us. I'm truly indebted to all the people who have played a big part in this project. I love you all and will forever be grateful. So hurry up, Lynn. I want to see this magnificent. So you can hold your own next thing.
So, me, sorry?
Yeah, you go, yeah.
Okay.
Stop it.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
All our family and friends. Actually, you very much feel like family now. When we were told of Macka's horrendous diagnosis 12 months ago, hang on, I'll be right. It felt like being knocked over with a sledgehammer. I felt numb. Our perfect little world was shattered. I went through so many emotions. Thought my Macka, so unfair, I still don't understand it. It can't possibly be right, and I hate saying the name. And as I confided to a very dear friend at the time, I had two thoughts. One was to restore Macka's 65, and the other was to somehow make sure Macka caught up with every loved one he has known, whilst he was still able to. Well, wow, dreams really do come true. Little did I know, that a certain special team of railway angels, yes, all you men are angels to me, would decide to take on the gargantuan task of restoring his pride and joy. Not only that, but no one could also have ever guessed that their efforts would be culminating in all of you, his loved ones, being here today to share in this incredible experience, celebrating my Macka. Guys, you may or may not realise that this journey you've been on with the car has been more about your relationships, strong friendships you've harnessed, and the tight bond you all now share. Everyone watching the videos, like me, would have felt it. It's been palpable. Together you have been an almighty, powerful force. The car was the glue that kept you going and kept you together. All of you now have a really deep personal connection that will stay with you forever. Your focus and selflessness has been for Macka. Be very proud of yourselves, each and every one of you, as what you have done has given Macka and myself hope, willpower, determination and comfort for our future. Every time the project was mentioned, Macka's face would light up and he'd have this massive smile. That is the power of the love and support he feels from all of you. To all the wives, partners and children of everyone involved with this restoration, thank you most sincerely for your patience and understanding. There will never be enough words for me to say thank you with all my heart for the sacrifice, sweat and love you have poured into this overwhelming project to make today a reality. Your love, care and respect for my Macka throughout this journey has been deeply felt by me. You guys have given me much needed strength many a time over the last 12 months. I will be forever grateful. I've always said the Macka I see and love every day is the same Macka that you all see and love every day. How lucky am I? Macka, I love you to infinity and beyond.
I forgot to mention the people that have travelled for this occasion. My nephew's come down from Crossapine, and Tomo, who I done my apprenticeship, has come over from the west. Andrew, that I bought the car off, has come down from Darwin. My brother and his wife, and my other nephew, down from Bairnsdale. A few others from Bairnsdale, a few from Ballarat.
Your brother from Queensland.
Oh yeah, Ian's come down from Queensland, from Brisbane. There's probably others. Oh yeah, young Sam, another nephew, has come down from Brisbane as well. I knew my brother was coming, but I didn't know the rest of them were going to be here, which is a wonderful surprise. So I've probably missed a couple, but anyhow, Pritchard's, I saw his head over there, from Port Arlington.
He's another Ian.
Yeah, he's another
There's
Ian.
a lot of
yeah,
Ians are your mates.
He's yeah, so it's wonderful to have all these people that have travelled and come to see the unveiling. So yeah, it's amazing, and thank you all.
Just before we do this journey of getting the car to where it is now, we've had quite a few companies that have helped us along the way. They've either done something cheaper for us, or they've shifted us to the front of the queue so we could get it quicker because time wasn't quite on our side. So I'll call on Mick Ambrosi to offer thanks to those companies.
Thank you, Colin. I'm going to make it short and sweet because I know you guys want to see the car, and I don't know how to top that after Lynn's speech. It's really moving, so thank you guys for letting us also work on your car. So firstly, I want to say thanks to everyone for showing up. It really, really means a lot to us. We never thought this was going to be like this. And I know it means the world to us, and let alone Macka and Lynn. I'm here to pay homage to the suppliers, and a lot of them helped us, like Colin said, with money,
cheaper price, and even freebies. A lot of guys did things for free, but there's one thing that they did that money just cannot buy, and that is give us time. And I mean precious time that we don't have. I just want to, there's so many incidences, but I just want to point out two of them. Ken Towing, Nabil, that guy is on call, like we'd call him, he'd drop everything for us. Motorcraft Trimmers, they pumped us up the line 6 months. We wouldn't be here today without just the dedication from those guys, and to us it really means a lot. So we just want to say thanks to everyone. Look, I want to run through the suppliers. I know it's a bit of a list, but I do have to thank a lot of people. Firstly, VicTrack, V-Line, Alstom, the Dermpav. A big special thanks to Max. We broke his bib and he never got upset with us. Not much for Colin, but Max has just been an absolute gem. Desert Coolers, Thomastown, car radio repairs in Nidri. I can't pronounce the, who's the painter? Olarenshaws Paint Centre in Sunshine. Bits for Brakes in Moorabbin. Motorcraft Trimmers, again, Ponte World, Classic Industries in America, Cindella Interiors in the USA, Burson's Thomastown, Eagle Spares Dandenong, Settlement Road Exhaust in Thomastown, Duggins Balancing and Reservoir, Altona North Repco, American Suspension and Driveline Parts, Ballarat, the Race Shop in Thomastown, Prestige Power Steering in Thomastown, one more, a little bit more, thank you. Centerline Suspension, Thomastown, Collectors Auto Supplies USA, B&J Automotive, they're going to be doing the road ready for us. Goodrich Brakes went beyond the call. Trans Gifts and Gears, Buckle Up Seatbelts in Bendigo, Ken Towing again, Custom Mustangs, believe it or not, they supplied us with the fuel tank, and also Auto Glass Warehouse, which we had to buy 2 windscreens thanks to Frank. Thank you very much, everybody.
Also the Ballarat bought American Auto Parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Young George over there got the boot floor for us, the first one.
Yeah.
Which we used. So thanks, mate.
Thank you, everybody. If I've missed you, we really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
So that's the end of all the speeches. So now I'll ask Vince Canolo to come forward to unveil the car, and I think he's going to have a few people do that. How are we going to do that?
I want 2 people. We've got 2 covers on it, just like so. Yeah, 2 covers on it. So.
Well, you organise yourselves.
So a couple of people grab it, the first cover, and then a couple.
Are we going to take them off one at a time?
I'll take the Mustang. And it's not a Mustang cover.
It looks like a Mustang cover. Are you sure it's not?
No,
Oh. Has it got a stripe? Oh, it's got a stripe up it. I think it is a Mustang cover.
Well, we're allowed to have Mustang covers.
Well, if it does the job, who cares?
Vicky, grab a cover. Andy, grab a cover.
Don't lift it yet, Ross. Ross, don't lift it yet until you... Oh, whenever you're ready, yeah. I'm good. And there it is. I can say one thing, that it looks a bit different to the day it arrived here. So now we've got a barbecue going on inside the shed. If you want to get a sausage and some bread, feel free. Or if you want to walk around and have a look at the cars that have come over here, or this one there. I think Vince is going to... Are you going to start it, Vince?
Macca's going to start it.
Oh, Macka's going to start it.
Where's the potty?
As you can see, it's a credit to everyone that's been involved in it.
Turn the car around.
What if it didn't start slow?
And the chances no matter what.
Hey, Macka, this side is minimal, mate. Sorry. What do you reckon? All the boys put in at work to buy the number plate.
And girls.
And girls. Hey, we don't.
No, of course not.
So that's a gift from all the guys and girls at work, and that happened pretty much straight away. That was one of the first things that happened. So we've had them in hand.
Yeah.
We've had those number plates in hand for a long time. We desperately hid them. We didn't want you to know about them. If you watch, you'll watch the videos. You're going to spend weeks watching these videos, and I know you're just going to walk around this car for weeks and probably months and just. We'll be getting around. Don't worry. I'll do it. Sorry. Yeah. So it's a 355 aluminium headed roller cam. Macka knows he's the first bloke to start it, and we'll start it again. But it's 410 horsepower, the 2-speed transmission and a posi traction diff. There's a couple little things we still want to button off. Mick and I want to lower it back a little bit. So jump in it and start it. We kept the bottle. There's a bottle here. That's the bottle that was with the car, and I just liked it. It's made of glass, and I couldn't remove it, so I thought let's clean it up and leave it there. But it's got the shiny inner guards like we wanted.
Yep.
And it's got a Ford battery. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, it was a donation. Actually, so you'll take it.
After the slab and
Can we jump in?
the old block in the boot.
Someone to do a swan dive.
She's a beauty.
Does the ignition work, or do I touch a
No,
couple
you
of
don't
wires?
touch wires this time, but it should work.
Good job, Andy.
Close the bonnet, yeah?
Yeah, close the bonnet. Yeah, why not?
We're in.
Yeah, we're in. Get it? Wrong key. That's the boot key.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Done. Right, bro. Put your hand in.
Yep.
Good. You've got the radio working, you've got Bluetooth, you've got sounds
dashboard back into it.
I see that, yeah.
Wasn't there yesterday.
No, a bit of a... Yes, Colin?
Now it's been revealed, Neil. What do you think of it?
It's unbelievable, magnificent, a lot more than I would have expected, and it's a credit to these guys that have worked on it, and not Vince Capitelli, but all the rest of them, and for you for giving us the room to do what was needed to be done, and something like that.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I've just popped up the Macca's Mission funding poster created by MND Victoria. If you scan the QR code at the bottom left of this poster with your phone, it will take you directly to Macca's Mission funding page. Here, you will be able to nominate the amount you wish to donate as your financial contribution to MND Victoria. Alternatively, you can use the link located in our comments below of this video. This link will also take you to Macca's Mission funding page where you can make your financial donation. Either way will show us support for our efforts with these videos, allowing us to achieve our ongoing aim of raising funds for MND Victoria. Also, we would ask you click the thumbs up button, share these videos with your friends, and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss out on future videos as they are released each Monday at 7 AM until we reach the end of this series. Many thanks for your time to view this video, also for your financial donation. It is all very much appreciated. We look forward to seeing you all again in next week's video. So for now, for me, it's bye-bye.